What is good, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Paul. I make videos about Japanese society, life, and culture from the viewpoint of a long-term foreign resident. I've been in Japan for almost 20 years, very close to my 20th year anniversary. So today's topic, I'm going to be talking about certain etiquette manners in Japan that are tied to superstition. Now, in the US, we have a lot of superstitions that have to do with luck. You know, a black cat crosses your path and it's bad luck. You break a mirror, it's 7 years bad luck. Walk under a ladder, it's bad luck. Now, of course, Japan has a few of those superstitions as well, dealing with luck. But there's actually a lot of superstitions here that have to do with, well, passing away and heading to the afterlife. And some of those superstitions and associations have come to just become good manners and etiquette. So those are the ones I'm going to explore today. I'm going to share 5 of them with you, and the first 2 are about table manners. Now, when it comes to eating at a Japanese table, you want to never ever pass food from chopsticks to chopsticks. And the reason this is because it's reminiscent of the ceremony or basically the moment that the family has after someone has passed away, where you pass the remains, the bones of the person, chopstick to chopstick, and then it's put finally into the urn. So yeah, you don't want to do that at the dinner table, no matter how you want to show off your mad chopstick skills. Yeah, don't do that. The second one is never take the chopsticks and place them standing upright in a bowl of rice. That is also symbolic of the afterlife, because that is how the Japanese make offerings to their ancestors. Basically, it's a food offering that's given on the family altar in the home during special occasions like obon and a few other times throughout the year. So again, because it's reminiscent of someone's passing, you don't want to do that at the dinner table in polite company. The next one is very important if you're actually going to come here and be a teacher. Now, while it's perfectly okay to mark exams and papers with a red pen or pencil, you never ever want to write the student's name in red ink, because that is how the name is written on many Buddhist memorial tablets. Meaning, again, there's this association with someone passing away, the afterlife, and yeah, writing their name in red, you're kind of inferring that. So pretty bad manners to do something like that. So don't write anyone's name in red ink. Now the next one is pretty unlikely to happen, but because it is also an association along the same lines, if you have someone who visits your house, a Japanese person, and you lay out a futon for them to stay overnight in the spare room, make sure you don't lay the futon with the head facing to the north. If you do so, probably one of 2 things will happen. One, they won't even notice and it's not a problem. Or 2, they'll notice, they won't say anything to you, but they might feel a little uncomfortable sleeping there that night. Why? Well, when someone has passed away, that is how their remains are laid before they are finally cremated. So laying with your head to the north is the only way to lay if you have departed this earth, not if you are still alive. So, as such, don't lay out a futon or don't have your friend sleep with their head to the north. Now, unbeknownst to me, before I knew this rule was even a thing, I grew up my entire childhood with my head facing to the north. I thought, when I first learned this superstition, I thought about it. I was like, when I was a kid, which way was I facing? Oh, my head was to the north. Maybe it just doesn't apply in America? And finally, if you've done any kind of shopping in Japan for things like dishware and sets of anything whatsoever, you may have noticed that things always come in sets of 3 or 5, but never 4. And you should never give the gift of something that is in a set of 4 to anyone Japanese, because 4 in Japanese you say shi, and shi is also the meaning of passing away, right? So you don't want to imply to anyone that you want them to kick the bucket by giving them some kind of gift in a set of 4. Now, another number that's important to avoid is ku, or number 9. And this is because it can mean pain or agony. And therefore giving kushi or combs as a gift is seen as very bad, because now you've just combined 9 and 4, and so you're implying a very painful, yeah, you know where I'm going with this. So combs as a gift are something you should not do. And it could be really inobvious, because you might find yourself in a shop in Kyoto where they make these beautiful handmade combs, either out of wood or out of mother of pearl or something like that. But don't buy them for anyone else, you just buy them for yourself. So please be advised. Okay, today's a bit of a short video, but I wanted to share with you a few interesting superstitions, and I've always thought it was fascinating how there's this connection between superstitions in Japan and manners. Like, there's a lot of other ones that I haven't mentioned because I was sticking mostly to the theme of how they tie to the afterlife. But there's a lot of other ones out there that are also manners and etiquette in Japan, despite having an origin of being a superstition. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video or you got something interesting out of it, remember to hit the like button. Please subscribe and share it if you would be so inclined. And I just want to quickly remind you, I have a podcast, the Journal of Japan Journeys, which you can find on any podcast platform, but I will also link it in the description below. And please check out my Instagram, the same as this channel name, Xchapter. You can find me over there and follow that to see a different slice of my life than what I do on YouTube. But at any rate, thank you so very much for watching this particular video, and I'll catch you next week. Peace.